Hi, and welcome to the Should Be Known podcast. I am Clayton Pixton. Hold on a minute. I just want to finish out this little thing. All right, that's good enough. This is the introductory episode of this podcast, the very first one. It's a break off from Should Be Famous, but I'll talk about that in a minute. I want to give a little introduction. I feel like that's fitting for this first episode. So I had a podcast before, still have it, of course. It Should Be Famous, and it was created for the purpose of making known people who are musicians, making their music known to a wider audience that otherwise would never be heard, probably. People who maybe just had a home recording, or maybe do have a commercial recording that's technically out there, but nobody really knows who it is, and it just happens to be something I like. I'm proud of that podcast. It's still there. It shouldbefamous.com. Over time, I've always wanted to have a part of my radio show, quote unquote, be about a thought, educational part of it. And I was doing that in my podcast, but I feel like it's really not the original purpose of it. So I'm breaking off here and doing something a little different and just being a little more serious on this one and less music, although I can't stop doing some music. I hope that's okay with you. Why am I being so polite? I don't know. I'm a pretty polite guy. So Clayton Pixton, who is he? Basically, I'm just a guy trying to do my best like everybody else. I happen to be a husband and father. I have triplets. They're 14. They are great. They're 2 girls and a boy. They're really fun. They're great kids. And my wife is awesome. Where am I from? I'm from Kansas City, Kansas. Well, okay, now I'm from Shawnee, Kansas. I'm from the Kansas City area. I've lived here like 13 years. Before that, I lived in Oregon. Before that, I lived in New York City, going to school for music technology at New York University. That was a master's degree. Before that, I lived in Vermont, working on a dairy farm for just 4 months, but it was pretty cool. Before that, I lived in Utah, going to school at Brigham Young University, getting a degree in philosophy and logic and psychology. Those were my 2 minors. And before that, I lived in Brazil, serving mission for my church. Before that, I lived in California, Northern California, the Bay Area. So that's where I'm from. My family of origin consists of my mother, my father. Mother's from England. My dad was born in Salt Lake City. My mother is a convert to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. My father's a longtime member. That's a big part of who I am. We were raised in that church, and I've chosen to continue that of my own volition. I've sought to gain my own conviction of whether it's right for me, and it is. So that's something about me that will shape what I say, what I think, what I am. But having said that, I respect everybody. I believe we're all equal. God sees us equally, and we are equal. I have 6 siblings. That makes 7 of us, 4 girls, 2 boys, all great people, and all very musical people, like a unusual amount of kind of musical talent. Everybody sings. If we get together and sing Christmas carols, watch out. I am a musician. I compose. I write songs. I sing beautifully. I play a few instruments: guitar, piano, bass, little banjo, a mean tambourine, just a few things like that. But yeah, I don't do that as my day job. That'd be great. But for my day job, though, and it's great too, I do building automation. Do some very technical stuff and solve some pretty difficult problems that I'm always surprised that if I do end up solving them, which I usually do. Mostly heating and cooling, until this podcast makes it big, of course, and I can advertise security systems, website services, and whatever else people advertise on podcasts. But until it makes it big, which it's not really my goal. I'd love it to have a great audience and a wide audience, but it's not meant as a money-making endeavor. But I would not be opposed. I do try hard, and I have this desire to do this podcast. I have a desire to do my music, and I can't shake it. There's this need to do it. So I hope you'll enjoy this podcast and benefit from it. That's certainly my intention. We can go some places and learn some things that are great and that you won't hear anywhere else. You just won't. I think it'll be good. Okay, I think that's about all we'll do for an introduction. Hope you stick around, and I hope you have no, I'm not ready for that. Have a great day. Don't have a great day yet. I'm Clayton Pixton. This is the Should Be Known podcast, shouldbeknown.com. My music is at claytonpixton.com. Also on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play Music, Amazon Music, whatever music you've got, pretty much. And that's it. Have a great day and enjoy the outro. I'll make it up right now for you.